Thank you for joining us, Mr. Whitton. Xbox Live offers consumers access to video games, a library of favorite films and movies, a huge music catalog, and social media sites. How did Xbox go from a video game console to an all-media platform, or was that your intention from the start?
Well, I think there's one thing that's really important, which we started by thinking about what people were trying to do and really putting the users at the center. And part of the magic of what Xbox Live is it really connects you with your friends. It puts you at the center of being able to connect with your friends and have these amazing entertainment experiences. And we saw that first in games. So playing Halo as a single player is amazing, and you got to experience this great story from these storytellers that had built this game. But once you connected it to the world and really brought everyone into play, it became something truly amazing, truly organic, that was always changing and always fresh. But what was at the center of that was you being social, or you spending time with your friends, you finding ways to connect with others. And there's nothing special about games there. And in fact, part of what we'd been thinking about for a long time was the same trends and how do you connect people together with their entertainment experiences that we were seeing in games would apply to video, to music, to communication, to social. I mean, at our heart, we're social people, and really by focusing Xbox and Xbox Live around that social experience, no matter what you're doing, we were able to create this ecosystem around entertainment.
You're highly regarded for your innovation and your keen consumer awareness. How do you oversee all of these aspects of Xbox Live and still manage to stay on top of consumer trends and demands? And what is the process for translating your knowledge of consumer behavior into new products or services for Xbox?
I think there's really two things. The first one is the value of running a service where you're constantly connected with your users. I talked earlier about how there's two things going on. Our customers are connected to each other, and they're connected to us every day. So we're seeing what they like to do. We're seeing where they're spending their time, what entertainment they're enjoying, and how they're thinking about it. And so I have an amazing immediate refresh loop of information where you're constantly getting sort of what's hot, what's interesting, what's wrong, what people want to see you do better. So we have that going on, and that relationship really drives sort of the core of what we do. And then, of course, we've been investing in this platform, in this service for a long time to sort of create this vision for entertainment for the future. And so really marrying that, the Microsoft scale and the Xbox Live sort of vision for entertainment and that immediate connection with our users really gives us that opportunity.
Does Microsoft and/or Xbox have licensing agreements with movie studios and television distributors? Or is the movie and TV programming primarily through Zune and Netflix memberships?
Well, Zune is the name for our video marketplace inside of Xbox Live, and so we have relationships with all of the major networks, all of the major studios to bring great 1080p instant on television and movies around the world. And so we obviously have all of those relationships, and then again we also create partnerships with companies like Netflix, like Canal Plus, like B to bring even more options for our users so that everyone can get the best entertainment that they want.
You also have an association with B, including Sky Sports. What does that encompass?
So the B offering, our Sky offering on Xbox Live is really amazing. So you've got all of this amazing on-demand content. You can go there anytime, and as a Sky subscriber, get access to all of this instant-on content. But what's even better is that you have live television, the first time ever that you've had live television coming through a video game console, so you can get access to the latest football match in the Premier League or what's happening on Sky News. And even beyond that, one of the most magic experiences inside that to me is you bring up your programming guide. And at first it looks just like every other programming guide you've ever seen. You see the programs that are coming on, when they're starting. But if you had one of your friends on there, you'd see a little icon next to the channel where your friend was watching. And so we've had this amazing sort of heat map of all of the content that's on Sky overlaid with the heat map of what your friends are doing at the same time. And with one button, you can go over and join them in a shared watching session where you're suddenly in the same place at the same time, chatting on your microphones, being able to emote with your avatars, and really having this amazing social experience out of what was before just a passive television experience.
Xbox Live also has dedicated stores for games like Rock Band, Guitar Hero, and Lips. that allow consumers to explore and sample new songs and game add-ons for those popular franchises, as well as experience online competitions. You can download games, and full versions of the Xbox 360 games are available digitally through Games on Demand. Can you explain how all that works?
Take a breath. The beauty of what we've built at Xbox Live is we've built this entertainment service that allows us to offer up all sorts of different ways that people can get engaged with content. One of the ones that you just mentioned was how sort of your game never ends. There's always more content for you to add on. In a game like Rock Band or Guitar Hero, there's always new music and new songs that are coming out that you can download. And in fact, we've had over 70 million downloads of music songs into music titles on the service, and it shows you how popular those games are and how amazing the ability to continue. Hey, you got friends coming over, let's download a new album so we can rock out tonight. So that's sort of the music side, which really keeps it fresh. And then because we have a live service, you have the ability to have an experience like 1 versus 100. And 1 versus 100 is this really interesting mix between live television and a video game. So you have a live host, you have questions that were written that day, and every single person that's in the experience is a real person on Xbox Live, whether that's the one person that's in the hot seat, 100 people who are in the mob and you're trying to sort of knock them out, or everybody in the audience. And you get all that's special about a game show on TV. The content is fresh. It might have been a question that was written about a current event that just happened. The host can talk about something that's interesting and talk about how people are going with all of the interactivity of video games. You don't have to sort of, just like we've all done in front of Jeopardy on television or something, say, I know the answer, I want to sort of buzz in. Well, you can play that game right along with everybody else.
Xbox Live has a partnership with Facebook, integration with Twitter, and encourages consumers to have parties with friends that allow them to share the entertainment experience available through Xbox. Would you explain how that feature works? And also the Xbox Live Gold membership. What's that offer?
Sure. So one of the things that you talked about there is some of our partnerships like with Facebook and Twitter. And one of the things that we try to do is take entertainment experiences, whether they're things that are happening around media distribution or things that are happening on the internet, and really do something special with them to make them great for the living room. The beauty of the Xbox is it's in the part of your house where you really want to be social, where you've got your family together, where you're sharing. And so Facebook is a great example. Facebook has more personal photographs than any other website on the internet. And if you think about photographs, they're an inherently social thing. And in fact, when my wife asks me to come look at Facebook with her, we crowd around a laptop to see the pictures of our niece or our friends that were on vacation. But by pulling that onto Xbox Live, suddenly you can get that on your TV screen simpler than ever before, and you can really have this simple, very social experience around the sharing of photographs. And that's really what we try to do, is we create these shared experiences, whether you're in the same place in the living room or whether you're across the world, whether you're playing a game or you're having a shared media experience and you're chatting. And that's in the end the best part and the huge value that is Xbox Live and Xbox Live Gold. It's allowing you to have these amazing experiences together.
What's next for social entertainment, or should I ask, what's your vision for the future of Xbox Live in the living room?
Well, I think we've talked a lot about sort of what happens when you mix entertainment together with people, and the sharing and the social and the interactive that comes from that. And I truly believe that as we look forward over the next years, that it's going to be hard to tell what is passive video or what a video game is. Those things will sort of disappear, because you're always going to be able to choose as a family or as a user whether you want to have a sort of a seat back passive experience watching this amazing story, or whether you want to participate, voting in a more interactive way, all the way up to sort of playing these amazing games or having these incredible social experiences. And all of the power and interactivity that we see happening on the web, with all of the richness that happens on television, with all the social that happens because my family happens to be together, and now we can connect even when we're not in the living room, I think really comes together. And it's one of the things that excites me about where we are with Xbox Live. It's games, it's music, it's video, but it's really about how people sort of are at the center of that and creating the experiences that they really hunger for. I think this is one of the most exciting times in the history of media, and we're really at this amazing intersection where there's new ways for people to create entertainment experiences, to get them in front of customers, to build new businesses, and to build new ways where people can enjoy entertainment. And a lot of that is the mix between some of the things that we've been doing for decades and some of the things that have just started happening. And with all of this starting to happen in the living room at frankly, an amazing pace, where you can start to imagine two people sharing in a football match that's live on television even though they're not in the same living room, where you can start to imagine being able to play along with the live television show, where you can start to imagine being able to be a deeper participant in an amazing show that's on TV, so that you can share with the community, that you can have these interesting interactive experiences. I think it's going to be the mix of us as an industry coming together to sort of create this shared future.